Wow, yes, that's me. It's sitting at over 438 pounds. Please tune in to see how I shed the first 100 pounds.
Hello, guys. Okay, so many people ask me, how did you lose all that weight? Well, I am going to share today how I released my first 100 pounds. Okay, so the first 100 pounds, I made my notes right here so I wouldn't be jumping everywhere. I'm going to start with the mental aspect of shedding the weight. The mental aspect was that I have already, prior to shedding this 240 odd pounds, I had already, throughout my other journeys, I'm going to use lost over 300 pounds. I know, easily. With any kind of diet you probably seen on TV, diet pills. I mean, I've tried it all. If it was on TV, if people were talking about it, if doctor was prescribing it, I tried it. I tried everything but surgery, pretty much. Okay. So, with that being said, I know how to lose the weight, but I didn't know how to keep it off. And I think a lot of us go through that. We can get on any diet. It's diets. The diet industry, weight loss industry is a billion dollar industry, okay? Always something, new tricks, new products, new stuff being thrown at us. Quick and easy, lose this quick, you know? But in reality, for me in my life, everything, anytime I did one of those, lost it quick, did all this, it came back when I stopped doing that program. So, with that being said, this time I knew mentally I had to be right. I wanted to live. I know I had shared before at 438 pounds, I just wanted to die. I knew I was going to die. So I kind of accepted that I was going to die. Okay. So, but upon waking up and realizing, hey, I want to live, I want to have a family one day, I want to spend more time with my family I do have, I realized that I had to change my mindset. Like I wanted to be healthy. See, that was my motivation, was to be healthy, okay? To be able to have a family, to be able to have healthy children without miscarrying. I have miscarried and it was weight related. I've been through that, okay? So I wanted to be able to I wanted to be able to have a healthy family and be happy and just be overall healthy. So my mindset was it had to be something for life. So my aspect, that was my mindset. Like I had to do something for life. Doing quick fixes wasn't going to work this time for me to keep the weight off, okay? So that was my mindset. I wanted to be healthy, and I realized I wasn't going on no diet. It was going to be a lifestyle change, and it wasn't going to happen overnight. It was going to be gradual changes. So, okay, that was what my mental was. The eating part. Okay, when I first started, mind you, all I knew how to do was diet, was strict restrictions, either low carb, eating 5, 6, 800 calories a day, abusing laxatives. I mean, I've done it all. Okay, that's all I knew. So what I did was, what started this, I shared this before. One day I was at a new job and I had a job interview, and I sit down in the job interview, guys, and broke my current boss right now, broke her chair. Okay, I broke it. And when I looked up, I guess she was on this Weight Watcher kick. Okay, so she had Weight Watcher stuff everywhere, and I was like, this is a sign from God. I need to do something. This is serious. This is so embarrassing. Imagine going to a job interview and breaking a chair. It's just, and you're at the beginning of your job interview. Okay, I kind of relived that for a minute. I cried when I got in the car, but okay. But seeing that Weight Watcher, so I signed up for Weight Watchers for 3 months. It was like 3 months for $60. And I counted points. And then I just remember like the second and third month, I mean, I was doing pretty good. I was counting points. I was eating whatever I wanted as long as the points. And then I remember like if you exercise so many times, you get so many points. And then at that time, it was like fruit and vegetables was free. You didn't have to count the points. So I would go and buy like this big old $15 fruit platter and like eat it all at once. But see, that's baby steps. I was used to going to the buffet and eating all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it wasn't nothing that I restricted. I still have that mindset of I'm a recovering food addict, okay? I still have that food addiction mentality. And sometimes I still do. But I just counted those points. But then towards the end, I was like, you know what? I'm exercising I'm walking just so I can eat a donut. You know, how is this going to really be successful? But guess what, guys? The scale was going down. Of course, I know now that that was mostly water weight, but so what? You know, when you first start, the scale going down is a motivation to keep going, okay? Whether it's water or whatever, it is motivation to keep going. So I did have that motivation to keep going. And that's what I was doing. So my favorite, what I was eating was like processed food. I ate a lot of processed food then. I would eat 100-calorie snack packs. I would drink, I didn't like water prior to this. I was probably only drinking like maybe, if any, water. If water was in the juice I made out of those concentrated cans, that was my water, okay? Coffee was my water, okay? So I really didn't drink water, but I try to make myself at least drink 40 ounces of water a day. You go from 0 ounces of water a day to 40 ounces, that was a big change for me. And so to the people that doesn't drink any water at all, don't think you're just going to gung-ho and go get a gallon. I mean, some people do, but be gentle with yourself. Ease yourself into it. Make it a habit and then build on the habit. Create a sturdy foundation. So basically, that's what I was doing. I was creating foundations in my journey, okay? I didn't do anything drastic like I usually did. So I would drink the Crystal Light because I didn't like the taste of water. So that's the only way I could drink the water. I would do that. I didn't meal prep at the time because most of my food was frozen food. I would buy Lean Cuisines, Smart One meals, mostly frozen processed food now that I think about it. I would buy I had some protein shakes I was doing, which ended up constipating me. So I had to leave that alone for a little bit. I was just trying different foods. And for the most part, I was eating regular. Like instead of fried chicken, I would like do oven fried chicken. Instead of macaroni and cheese, I would just make the noodles and put a little cheese, like melt a little cheese on there and eat it like that and just season it really good. I mean, I was still eating the foods that I was cooking and other people were eating. I was just eating smaller portions because I was counting those points. But after that 3 months was over in Weight Watchers, I found an app called MyFitnessPal. It was a free app. And I decided, why keep spending the money for Weight Watchers when it's a free app? And I love MyFitnessPal. So shout out to the people at MyFitnessPal because I love you guys. So I just counted my calories on MyFitnessPal. I entered my weight, my height. I had it set that I wanted to lose 2 pounds a week. I really didn't exercise that much. I'll get into that next. But I had it on the very light level in the settings of MyFitnessPal. So when you have it set at the light level, they decrease your calories. So if you have it set like you're very active on your job, they'll make your calories higher. So since I mostly sat at my job, I had it at the lightest one that they offered. And I stuck with that. And I tracked everything I ate before I even ate it most of the times. And the first 60 pounds, I didn't really measure it. I just eyeballed it. And then after that, I got a food scale. I had got a food scale for Christmas or something, a food scale and measuring cups. And so that's when I started measuring my food. And let me tell you guys, that made a big difference because, you see on the back of the package 13 chips. I would eat 13 chips, but on the other hand, it also has ounces. So I was actually cheating myself on some food, and I was actually overeating on other foods. Like, it's like 4 ounces of meat. 6 ounces of meat is 120 calories. Come to find out, sometimes I was eating like 10 ounces of meat. I didn't even know. So those little differences that little change made a big difference also with the food. So guys, I didn't do anything drastic. Like, I'm going to give you a sample of something that I would suggest one of my clients to eat. In the morning, I would tell them to eat something wholesome, maybe like some oatmeal or some quinoa or amaranth cereal. Some people that eat yogurt, I would have them eat Greek yogurt with some gluten-free oats, maybe an apple. And I was just, after my body got so used to eating breakfast, because I wasn't a breakfast eater, I was hungry like every 2 or 3 hours. Now, my snacks were like I said, I used to eat those 100-calorie snacks. And I also ate nuts. I ate maybe a half a banana. I would eat mostly nuts, eat on nuts or like 100-calorie Greek yogurt, Dannon Light and Fit, I believe it's called. I would eat things like that. My snacks were usually under 120 calories. And the sugar grams on my fitness pal, you can see your protein, your carbs. At first, I didn't pay attention to that. I was just focused solely on calories. But once I got more familiar with my fitness pal, I realized that I was eating way too much sodium. I was eating way too much. Mind you, I was eating those processed meals. I was eating way too much sodium, way too much sugar, way too much everything. And so I didn't just go, oh, I'm cutting my sugar, my carbs, and my sodium. I focused on the sodium first. So then I made a habit out of making my own meat, my own food. I cooked it myself and used Mrs. Dash. I used different spices and herbs instead of salt. And if I did use salt, it was a pink Himalayan sea salt, which is awesome. Or I would use pure sea salt. And just use very little and season my food. Or I would cook my food in low sodium chicken broth, veggie broth, and things of that nature. So guys, I didn't do anything drastic, okay, with food. I just cut back. If I ate out, like if I went to, I don't know, at that time I was still going to Burger King, McDonald's. If I would eat there, I would only eat one piece of the bread on the bun, or I would get a kid's meal, and the drink would be a water. Things like that. It was gradual for me, okay, guys? And the scale still went down because it was less than what I was consuming at first. Then, as far as exercise goes, okay, this gets a little tricky. Exercise was not consistent at all for me any of this time. At first, I was gung-ho. You know, when you start a program, you want to go, I want to work out. So you go and sign up for gym or whatever. Well, the gym was very intimidating for me. People were looking at me, and I could tell they were laughing and talking about me. And I'm a really strong person. But something about being vulnerable in the gym, and like everybody around you was so fit, everybody around you was so healthy, and here you are. I felt like a big old blob, in men's clothes, and it just made me very uncomfortable. And I felt like the trainers there were like trying to prey on me, like make me sign up and make me feel guilty, make me feel like I couldn't do anything if I didn't sign up to work out with them. And I just honestly, I signed up for a personal trainer, and I worked out with her like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, she's not doing anything that I can't do at home. And I don't know if she's seen my weight as that, but I don't know. I just didn't like it, and I didn't get a good vibe. So honestly, I just ran. I didn't go back to the gym for a long time, okay? I walked in place at home. Walk Away the Pounds DVD. Also, it's on YouTube. I did that. My knees were so bad at the time. The doctor actually told me I needed knee surgery, total knee replacement. I did not want to do that. As a nurse, I'm freaked out about going under anybody's knife, okay? It freaks me out. So I did not want to do that unless I had to. So I opted out of knee surgery. So some days I walked in place, some days I didn't do anything. It was not, my exercise was not consistent. But if I could go back in time and knowing what I know now, I would have at least did 30 minutes for 3 days a week, you know, 3 days cardio. And I would have actually got some little dumbbells that I could lift and just do this all day. I would probably do like 4 set of 10, or I would work this arm because I have, it has built up a lot. I do have some muscle definition, but I also have extra skin. And I know that would have helped with I know that would have helped. A lot of people don't like lifting weights because they feel like it's going to make them bigger and they're not going to go down on the scale as fast, which might be true. But you're going to look better overall and your skin is going to fill out nicely. And that's another thing with shedding the weight slowly is you're giving your skin time to heal. It's not good to just go so fast because that's where a lot of people have a lot of that hanging skin so fast, and especially if your nutrition is not up to par with what your body need as far as herbs and whatnot. Your skin might not heal like it should. And our skin is the largest organ on our body. And any organ in our body can heal, okay? Given the proper nutrition and the right guidance, okay? So I'm a firm believer my skin has drastically improved. But I will say I would not have as much extra skin if I would at least did some lightweight lifting. I didn't do that. I didn't start that until really 2013, okay? And I started my journey in 2011. So the exercise was not up to par, okay, guys? The first 100 pounds, the last 6 months of that year, it took me about 12, 13 months to get rid of that 100 pounds. Mind you, in between, I did have binges. I did have, I'm a binge eater, okay? So I did have episodes where I would give up and feel discouraged and eat everything in sight. I would eat everything in sight for a week or two, gradually. That's what I would do. It would go from 2 weeks, and then as I get better, now it might just be for 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? It's a gradual process. So be gentle with yourself, guys. I'm sorry if you thought you was going to hear some big secret how I did it, but honestly, it was moderation, it was consistency, and it was dedication to being healthy. And overall, this is not a quick fix. It's not a diet because keep in mind, guys, I can tell you how to lose quick 30 pounds, but I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. But I could tell you how to do that, but you're not going to keep it off. So what's the point of working so hard just to get in that dress? I get it. On vacation, you want to look good and everything. Okay. But while you on vacation, what you going to be eating? Then you're going to blow up on vacation. I'm just saying, I already did that, been there, done that. The key is moderation and consistency. So like I said, I'm sorry if you thought you were going to get this big spiel on the secret tips and how I did it. But honestly, it was just hard work, keeping myself accountable. If you don't want to use the app MyFitnessPal, if you don't want to log your food, keep yourself accountable. Even if you stop, maybe 1 week, say, I'm not going to eat any fast food this week. Just create challenges for yourself. And let me tell you something. Every challenge is not meant to be shared with everybody. These are personal growth issues, personal challenges. Everything does not have to be shared with the world. Everything does not have to be shared with your friends, because sometimes those people that we want to support us and we tell are sometimes hoping we don't make it. And it's sad to say that, but that's one of the things I've learned in my journey. Some of the closest people I thought were down for me, my friends, whatever, family, they really didn't want to see me succeed. I don't know if it pulled something from them, but I learned that personal challenges are good. Share some of them, leave some to yourself, So if you're trying to figure out where to get started, guys, this is a challenge for you, okay? This week, start by drinking more water. More water. That is an easy challenge, okay? So, more water, eat breakfast, make your breakfast something healthy, wholesome, and eat less processed crap. I hope this helps somebody. But I'm telling you guys, that is how I shed the first 100 pounds. Yes, there's plenty of stories in between, and I'm right in the process of writing a book. And maybe that book will help you a little bit more, but I'm telling you guys, it takes you holding yourself accountable. Nobody can do it for you. I mean, I don't care if you've had surgery, guys. I have so many friends that had surgery and gained all their weight back. You want to know why? Because they didn't have the right mindset. They didn't make it into a lifestyle. Okay? You have to make it a lifestyle. You just have to. I just posted a post on my Facebook page, Getting My Life Back Now, about lifestyle versus dieting. It's a difference. You don't want to diet. If you're doing this for long-term success, focus on changing your lifestyle. Lifestyle doesn't just include food. Lifestyle includes your mind, your body, your spiritual aspect, everything. This is for life. So, peace and love, guys. I hope this helped at least one person. If it did, great. That means I did my duty. I love you guys, and I will get back to you guys on how I shed the other 140 pounds, which is kind of totally different from this. But thank you for watching.